Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the science fiction horror film, Alien, Covenant. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. A prologue features a conversation between corporate mogul Peter Weyland and his recently activated android, who names himself David after seeing a copy of Michelangelo's statue of David. Weyland promises David that one day they would together look for the one who created humanity. David makes a comparison between his infinite lifespan and the finite lifespan of his creator. With a crew of 2,000 colonists in stasis, and 1,140 human embryos on board, the colonization ship Covenant is headed for the distant planet Aurigae 6 in 2104, 11 years after the Prometheus expedition. Walter, a more recent android type that looks physically similar to David, keeps an eye on the ship. 47 colonists perish as the spacecraft is damaged by a stellar explosion. A number of married couples are among the crew, and Walter commands the ship's computer to awaken them. Jake Branson, the ship's captain, is burned alive after his stasis pod breaks down. The crew discovers a radio signal from a neighboring, habitable planet while working on the ship. The new captain, Orem, proceeds to investigate in defiance of Daniels, Branson's widow. An expedition crew descends to the surface of the Earth-like planet while the Covenant stays in orbit, tracking the transmission signal to an alien ship that has crashed. Alien spores have infected Ledward and Hallett, two crew members. Ledward, who is rapidly falling ill, is helped back to the lander by Orem's wife Karina, where the pilot, Maggie, quarantines them both in the med bay. Ledward is killed as a tiny, pale extraterrestrial, neomorph, thing explodes out his back, followed by Karina. Maggie fires a shotgun at the creature in an attempt to kill it, but she accidentally sets off an explosion that kills her and destroys the lander. A similar thing emerges from Hallett's mouth as the neomorph flees. One of the crew members is killed when the neomorphs assault the others. Before David, who survived the Prometheus mission, scares the other neomorph away and directs the group to a temple in a city full of humanoid, engineer, corpses, the crew is able to kill one of the neomorphs. David explains to them that when he and fellow Prometheus survivor Elizabeth Shaw arrived on the planet, their ship launched a black liquid bioweapon that wiped out the native people. Shaw was killed when the ship crashed in the subsequent pandemonium. The crew members attempt to contact the Covenant after informing David of their objective, but are unsuccessful due to violent storms. The neomorph that is still alive infiltrates the building and murders Rosenthal. David tries to talk to the monster, but when Orem kills it, David is appalled. Orem interrogates David, who admits that he experimented with the facehugger egg discovered in the engineer city and the black liquid, which was made from the blood of the first deacon, in an effort to create a new species even more superior to himself, just as he believes himself superior to the humans who created him and the humans to be superior to the engineers. He tricks Orem into coming under attack from an extraterrestrial facehugger. Later, a xenomorph alien thing explodes from Orem's chest, killing him. As the others look for Orem and Rosenthal, Walter confronts David after discovering Shaw's dissected body. David argues that he does not think it is appropriate for humans to populate the galaxy because they are a lower species. David disables Walter when he objects and threatens Daniels. Daniels flees while they battle, and Walter, who is a better model and capable of self-repair, recovers and confronts David. Security Chief Lope is attacked by a facehugger, but crew member Cole eventually saves him. Cole is killed by the now full-grown xenomorph, who also kills Lope, who then joins up with Daniels. Daniels, Lope, and Walter are being rescued by pilot Tennessee in a different lander after he states David has expired. They kill the xenomorph after a run-in outside the ship, then board the Covenant. Daniels and Tennessee learn the following morning that another xenomorph has escaped from Lope's body and is already wreaking havoc on the Covenant. Crew members Rix and his wife Upworth are killed as it reaches maturity. The creature is drawn inside the Covenant's terraforming facility by Tennessee and Daniels, who then flush it into space. The crew that is still alive returns to stasis while the Covenant continues its journey to Aurigae 6. She understands that Walter is actually David as he puts Daniels to sleep, but she is unable to free herself from her stasis capsule before she nods out. Before going into the cargo hold where the colonists are in hibernation, David regurgitates two facehugger embryos and sets them in cold storage among the human embryos. Then, pretending to be Walter, he writes in a log that the ship is still heading for Aurigae 6 and that all crew members, aside from Daniels and Tennessee, were killed in the neutrino bombardment at the beginning of the movie. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.